Here's Conway. Number 1 goalkeeper Kieran Griffin. Number 2 George Finn. Number 3 Michael Finn. Number 4 Shane Cunningham. 5 Anthony Mansell. David Ford is number 6. Gavin Cunningham is number 7. John Murphy is 8. Gerard Dennehy is 9. Trevor O'Connor is 10. Andrew Sang is 11. And John Paul Murphy is 12. And their subs are John Paul Mulcahy, David Buckley, Robert Tooley, Brian Lahav, Trevor McCarthy, Patrick Maloney, James McAvoy, Bill McAvoy, Sean O'Shea, Declan Cotter. Their team is Martin O'Connell, David O'Leary, Kevin Rahel, Laura Kelleher, number 4. Dennis Murphy is number 5. Owen O'Connell, Dennis O'Leary. And 8 is Brendan Murphy. 9, Patrick Summers. 10, Peter Kelleher. 11, Margaret Buckley. And 12 is Finbar Foley. And their substitutes: Matty Noonan, Karen Murphy, Aidan Ronan, Sinead O'Connell, Brian Noonan, Dan Toomey, John Rahel, Colm O'Connell, Lisa Finnegan, Sinead O'Donovan, Kieran Murphy, Sylvia Dwyer, Kieran Lyons, and Norma Lyons. So there we have the lineup of both sides. Referee, Mr. Gerard Harrington from Crosshaven, out in the centre of the field. And there we saw one of the mentors getting his cap blown off by the wind. He'll have to anchor that before the evening is out. Down below we see Jerry Walsh, the chairman of Sciath Scoil, presenting pennants to both captains for their schools. They are presented by the county board to commemorate the 1916 Rising 75th anniversary. And here we are, ready to go. The 2 number 7s out in the middle of the field. That's Dennis O'Leary and Gavin Cunningham. Remember this Sciath Scoil final, 12 aside, Knockraha and Aghabullogue. Aghabullogue in the traditional Aghabullogue colours of green with a white hoop around the belly. Knockraha in the green and gold. Pulled on out in the fence there, over there. Aghabullogue very much on the attack as this game has started. Remember, there's a strong breeze blowing down from the city end to the Blackrock end. And Knockraha would be wanting a few scores, I think, before half-time. And Paul comes back. The first score of the game coming from Aghabullogue. And I think it was Dennis O'Leary who opens their account in the Sciath Scoil final. It was indeed Dennis, son of coach Pat, and himself and centre-back Dennis Murphy are playing in their 3rd Sciath Scoil final, having won in 1989 and 1990. That's some achievement. This ball moving in towards the forwards again. Aghabullogue very sharp, that ball coming down nicely to Peter Kelleher. Peter Kelleher gets it in towards goal. Back goes the full-back. Full-back is Michael Finn. Michael Finn under pressure from Margaret Buckley. Margaret has this one, pulls on it across in front of the goal, comes down again. 12 is Finbar Foley for Aghabullogue, beaten out however. Still, the Knockraha boys trying to get it out. Pushing it along very near the sideline. Over the sideline, the linesman from Scoil, Tubbery and Downing, raises his flag and it'll be a sideline cut to Aghabullogue. Dennis O'Leary is stolen. Cunningham, so Hogan, Howell at the Wellington board. Not a great cut. Knockraha man first to it. Ball comes down again. Moving forward slowly. Pulled on out the field again. Dennis turns away. Gets a second bite of the cherry. Strikes it sweetly in towards goal. Down it comes to 9. 9 is Patrick Summers, beaten, however, and it comes back to Dennis again. Dennis doing very well so far for Aghabullogue, running diagonally across the field, has a shot for goal, but that one going wide. Never mind, they're playing against the wind. They'll be happy to keep the ball down at that side of the field and prevent Knockraha from scoring in the first half, and then they'll be changing over with wind assistance in the second half. Out the centre of the field, Knockraha crossing the halfway line for the first time. This is John Murphy, has it blocked down, comes up to John again. He gets past Owen O'Connell, but it's beaten away by the Aghabullogue man. This is 9 for Aghabullogue. Patrick Summers. Patrick Summers has that ball on his stick. He's going very well. Spotted the man inside. Decided to keep going himself. In towards the full forward. Pulled on inside there by Margaret Buckley. Margaret still around it. Gets it to Patrick Summers. Patrick Summers turns on his left. In towards the full forward line. Is it going to stay in play? Yes, indeed. Cross in front of the goal. That's well struck. Racing over for it is Brendan Murphy. Brendan with a bit of room. Shoots for goal. It's saved by the goalkeeper. Off the goalkeeper's stick onto the side netting. And it'll be a 70 or a 65 for Aghabullogue. 3.5 minutes of play gone in this first half. Aghabullogue doing all the pressing so far. In fact, Knockraha haven't visited the Aghabullogue half of the field yet. Dennis O'Leary to take this one. Driving it against the wind, dropping dangerously inside. It comes off on the defender's hurleys and being scooped away by John Murphy. John Murphy getting it out for Knockraha, very near the end line over there. Gone over the end line. The umpire signals that will be a 65. So early pressure from Aghabullogue, yielding 1 point so far from Dennis O'Leary. Dennis with this one. It's this one high, it's dropping about 10 yards out. The defenders are around it, they're coming out well. John Murphy gets it out. Two Knockraha men get it only as far as Dennis O'Leary with his another attempt, hits it high and tailing off and wide. Being poked out to the centre of the field. Knockraha man judged it well. That was John Murphy. John Murphy with the ball in his stick, being chased by Owen O'Connell. John hurls it in, low in front of the goal, goes in beyond full back and full forward. Across comes Dennis Murphy. Dennis, of course, and the two Dennises, Murphy and O'Leary, have, as I said already, have 2 Sciath Scoil medals previous to this. They'll be hoping to make it a third. The 2 number 7s, Gavin Cunningham keep it away from Dennis O'Leary in that occasion, very near the sideline. Gavin has it again, has that ball up and him. Dennis pulls on it though and gets it away. Out to this side of the field, John Murphy coming onto it. 2 Aghabullogue men around it. It's line ball to Knockraha as Owen O'Connell tipped it with his foot out over the end line, out of the sideline. John Murphy. Puts this one in. Dennis O'Leary got his stick to it, trying to get it up. It's tough going out there. Gavin giving him a hard time with so far. John Murphy using his shoulder. Dennis O'Leary battling away, still keeps that hurley moving all the time. Aghabullogue men coming around and Dennis O'Leary eventually moves it away. Number 6 is David Ford for Knockraha. He got that ball in a little. Knockraha coming more into the last minute or two. But Aghabullogue fighting for everything out there. Back goes their full back. That's Kevin Rahel. His dad is from Fermanagh. Still moving towards the Aghabullogue goal. Not out of the danger area yet. Number 4 is Laura Kelleher. And Laura trying to get room to swing her hurley. Gets it out nicely out to number 6, Owen. Owen O'Connell beaten for it in this occasion, however, by John Murphy, swinging it across in front of the house. Down it comes to 9. 9 is Gerard Dennehy. Gerard Dennehy has the second attempt at it. Pulls on it, misses. Pulls on it again, misses. Still it's Knockraha on the attack. Very tight hurling down there. Very, very tight. Andrew Sang battling in there for Knockraha. John Paul Murphy battling in there for Knockraha. That's Andrew, pulls on it. It's a great shot. It's at the back of the net. Martin O'Connell couldn't do much about that. They're the goalie's nightmares, the one that have just in front of you. It was well struck by Andrew Sang, so it's a goal to a point for Knockraha. A lot of pressure there, yielded that goal after 7 minutes play of this first half. Up the far side of the field, racing over there for it is Shane Cunningham. Shane Cunningham being beaten, however, by Peter Kelleher. Shane still battling, not giving up the ghost at all. Peter pulls on it, gets it in, racing still towards the sideline. The Aghabullogue man has the ball in his hand, trying to get room to swing his stick, puts a good ball across. Number 10 for Aghabullogue. Out comes the goalie. Good goalkeeping. Well played, goalie. Well played, Kieran Griffin. And out he comes and he kicks it away. That looked very dangerous. Peter Keller seemed to be in. Knockraha settling down now. Their big number 5 is Anthony Mansell. He gets it down the field. Back goes the centre half back, Owen O'Connell. Owen gets it up along the field too. Now here's a bit of room for Aghabullogue. Number 9, Cahill Renee. This is Patrick Summers. And a good run down the centre, has a chance of a shot. Hits it, but it goes the wrong side of the post and wide. So, 8.5 minutes gone, a score each, a goal to Knockraha, a point to Aghabullogue, and Knockraha playing with a strong breeze in the first half. 5 and 7. 5 is Dennis Murphy, 7 was Gavin Cunningham, and Aghabullogue on the attack again. Aghabullogue have plenty of good forwards. That's pulled in by herself, Margaret Buckley. Margaret still battling on there, keeping that ball going, but eventually robbed by Georgie Finn, and George gets it out. Dennis. This is Dennis O'Leary. Turned twice, right in front of the referee, and it's a free out for Knockraha. Aghabullogue seem to be able to find plenty of space up in that forward line, but they're not translating a lot of their play into scores so far. This one to be taken by Michael Finn, the fullback. Lifts it and drives a long ball down towards the full forward line. Across comes the fullback to get it out. There was Kevin Rahel. John Murphy shot blocked down, and away come Aghabullogue again. Up along the wing here in front of us. Dennis O'Leary keeping that Hurley in there. Himself and Gavin having a great battle between them. Down it comes to Patrick Summers. Patrick Summers in towards Peter. Peter Keller being surrounded by Knockraha jerseys, moves it away, spots the man inside. He gave it, but it came off a body of a defender. Battling over there is Brendan Murphy. And that ball going out over the sideline on the far side of the field off a Knockraha man. It will be an Aghabullogue ball. The spectators chanting down underneath us. Well, they can spell Aghabullogue anyway, and it's a hard one. Ball in play over on the far side, in towards goal, but trailing off to the left and gone wide again. Another wide by Aghabullogue. Halfway through the first half. This game hasn't really caught fire yet. Michael Finn pucks it out. Far side of the field. Racing over there is Gerard Dennehy. That's Dennis O'Leary adding to it. This is nice hurling from Aghabullogue. Doesn't come off on that occasion, however. Patrick Summers robbed. Well done, Knockraha getting it out. Centre of the field. Knockraha man goes to the ground. Seemed to be a roughish tackle there from David O'Leary. Or sorry, it wasn't David O'Leary. I'm wronging David. It was Brendan Murphy in the blue helmet. Free to Knockraha. Middle of the field. Some dropping in towards the goal. Brendan Murphy, the original transgressor, comes away with this one and gets a fine clearance out of defence. Goes beyond the centre half back, goes beyond David Ford. Knockraha man on the ground. This one comes down to an Aghabullogue forward, however, and that forward is Peter Kelleher. In across in front of the goal, Margaret Buckley. Margaret gets the Hurley ready, wins the clash, the ball stays where it is. She lets it, however, to Brendan Murphy. Brendan Murphy gets inside his man nicely. He's on a run here, juggling a little bit with it, seems to be losing control. Back it comes to Patrick Summers. Patrick Summers, half blocked, gets it into his hand in the second attempt, hits this one off his left, in towards the goal. That's a dangerous one. Pull forward in on the goalie. No square and Scoil, remember, and the goalie did well. Still not out the danger area for Aghabullogue. Cross in front of the goal. That's Dennis O'Leary. Fine score. Dennis O'Leary on a run that time, shortened the hurley and slapped it over the bar. 1 point between the sides and the wind favouring Knockraha. This one dropping over halfway, goes off the hurley of Dennis Murphy. Dennis' second chance at it, putting his body in there and eventually gets it up the wing towards, if it a hooked, is Brendan Murphy. Dennis O'Leary running onto it, picks it up delightfully and strikes a great ball in for the forward, in towards Finbar Foley, one of the Foley family. That's beaten, however, by left cornerback Shane Cunningham. Shane Cunningham gets it out only as far as Patrick Summers. Patrick Summers, a long-range effort, that one curling the wrong side of the post. Michael Finn with the puck out. This one driven out. Pass centre field. Brendan Murphy running onto it, does well. Gets it into his hand and now he's careering up the field. Two Knockraha men around him. He's still going through. Ball to the ground and flicked away from him. A lot of over-carrying maybe by Aghabullogue, but they have plenty skill. This one comes in towards Finbar Foley does well to turn, gets it in, with full back on his own. There is George Finn getting it out. Still around it, the Aghabullogue man was last to touch it and it goes over the end line and wide. So with wind advantage, Knockraha lead by 1 point. Aghabullogue in general place seem to be that little bit sharper. Some pucked out, not a very long one, but it comes still as far as anyone else that travelled all day. Back goes number 6. That's Owen O'Connell. Cleared out by Laura Keller gets it out to the far side of the field. Brendan Murphy does well, puts the hurley in there and gives a great ball up towards Brendan Murphy doing well on the far wing for Aghabullogue. Aghabullogue very anxious to get the ball into the hand all the time. Knockraha man over there doing well is Anthony Mansell down the sideline, very near the sideline, drives this one in front of the goal. Laura misses this one, comes down to number 8, John Murphy, moved up into the forwards. John puts out the big long hand and trying to get inside to Aghabullogue backs is fouled, and a chance for Knockraha to further increase their lead. This hit high, but it's gone the wrong side of the post, and poor stroke indeed there from the Knockraha free taker, and that one goes wide. Out to this side of the field, racing onto it is Owen O'Connell into the centre. Gavin coming onto this one for Knockraha, blocked there by fullback Kevin Rahel. Out to this side of the field, Owen again with a bit of room here, left-handed. More elevation than distance. Down it comes to George Finn. George Finn drive it into the full forward line. This one is 12 in. There's John Paul Murphy. Over to this side of the field. 9 drive it in for Knockraha, but back goes David O'Leary. David gets it out a little. Ball still in the danger area. Stepping over it there was Laura, and a fine pull by Laura, and a fine stroke out to the far side of the field. Knockraha, the last visit down again. They got a goal. Laura's making sure that's not going in this time. Dennis O'Leary is there for Aghabullogue, and he's breaking the heart of Knockraha around the middle. A fine clearance out of defence. Down towards Brendan Murphy. Oh, nice dummy. Brendan is going again. He's inside two Knockraha, and they're bearing down on him. He's bearing down on goal, however. Across in front of the goal. That's a high one, and it's over the bar. A neat score. In fact, it dropped in under the crossbar, all the way to the back of the net. Kieran Griffin thought it was going over. The ball dipped at the last minute, in under the crossbar. 1-2 Aghabullogue, 1 goal Knockraha, and 17 minutes of play gone in the first half. Ball very near the sideline, the far side of the field. There's a chop down. John Harrington rewards the free to Knockraha, trailing by 2 points with 2.5 minutes left to half time. And across goes Anthony Mansell to take this one. Drive it in long. John Murphy is in under it. Kevin Rahel is there as well. Ball coming across in front of the goal. Back there, just 5. Dennis Murphy gets it out to Brendan, or to Finbar Foley. Finbar Foley plays it low in towards the full forward line. Back go the defenders. They get it out. Dennis O'Leary, great ground stroke into the full forward line again. Now it comes kindly to the Aghabullogue forward, Brendan Murphy. He was hooshed off it. Back it comes. It's a long-range effort from Patrick Summers into the goal again. Kieran is disgusted with himself. Speculative lobs that have ended up in the back of the Knockraha net. So they're real backbreakers now for Knockraha as they're playing with the wind. They have conceded in 2 goals and 2 points to boot, and it looks as if Aghabullogue could win in a canter in the second half. But who knows? We'll still concentrate on the first. That's Margaret putting it in front of the goal again. This is Ivera Huck has it locked down away from him. Brendan Murphy moving over to this side. Margaret is still around there, across in front of the goal. Brendan with another chance, pulls on it. It's a good shot. It's over the bar. Not very far away from being number 3. Great cutting and great driving that pull by Brendan Murphy, and the ball sailing over, bisecting the crossbar. Out to the side of the field. Under it is Owen O'Connor, but there to tidy up and save Owen's blushes as that one missed, and was Dennis. Dennis is still there. Misses this one, however. 13 is a substitute on the Knockraha team, John Paul Mulcahy. 2 John Pauls from Knockraha. John Paul Murphy and John Paul Mulcahy. That's struck in again. Brendan Murphy putting it into space, racing onto this Finbar Foley. Out comes Kieran. Kieran hurls it the first time, bowls over Finbar and gets in a fine clearance. Finbar felt that. Down comes to Dennis. Dennis Murphy moving towards goal. He'll have a shot from way out. Hits it high across in front of the goal. Kieran watches it go wide. As we approach the half-time mark, Michael Finn puts this one out to this side of the field again. Owen bats it down in front of himself and runs onto it. Kicks it in front again as it won't come up the first time. Will come the second time maybe. No, he hurls it along the ground. This is Margaret, the playmaker for Aghabullogue inside there. She's doing very well keeping that ball moving and keeping it away from Michael Finn. Michael Finn wins this one across in front of the goal. Surely a chance for Aghabullogue. Hold on, and it's in the back of the net. So, a chastening first half for Knockraha. The score is 3-3 to a goal at half-time. Referee Gerard Harrington from Crosshaven blows that up. We'll be back with the story of the second half. The story of the first half was Aghabullogue 3-3, Knockraha 1 goal. We might make up a bit of time here. Referee checking with us that everything is under control, checks his watch, sees that he has Gavin and Dennis in the centre of the field. Counting the players, and we're ready to go. Our second half is about to begin. It's a long way back for Knockraha. They're trailing by 3 goals, and it's Aghabullogue once more into the attack. This is Margaret, the full forward, tipping it away from Michael and tipping it back to Dennis O'Leary. Dennis kicking it on. Number 8 is there for Aghabullogue as well. A bit of a scrum going on over there now on the far side. Gavin kept his eye on it all the time. Brendan Murphy trying to get inside Gavin. Not an easy thing to do. Hand passes it back to Dennis. Dennis makes plenty of room for himself and goes on a run across the goal. And parts with it out here towards the forward line, hit high and wide, unfortunately for Aghabullogue on that occasion. Aghabullogue looked the more accomplished side. This one poked out by Michael into the centre of the field. David Ford is still around it for Knockraha. So is Peter Kelleher. Ball broken away. And well struck there by John Murphy, or not John Murphy, his number 9, Gerard Dennehy for Knockraha. Into the hands of the cornerback again, doing well. Flicking it into the centre. Knockraha moving that ball in towards the forward line once more. 2 Aghabullogue men there all the time, battling hard and moving up in the forwards. There is George Finn for Knockraha, but it's still Knockraha on the offensive, very near the sideline. 6 for Knockraha is David Ford, battling his heart out, but Aghabullogue win this one. A good ball into space. Margaret wasn't ready for that one, but she does well, giving Michael Finn a hard time. This ball is being still in the danger area. Margaret still around it, hurls a good ball across, running onto it. Here is Finbar Foley, and Finbar puts it very nearly into the net, but a good goalkeeping there by Kieran. Did well, used his head as well as his foot, and puts it out over the end line at the expense of a 65. So that was, as they say in basketball, a one-on-one. This one is struck by Dennis O'Leary. It's going high and it's going to the left and wide. As the Aghabullogue scores in the first half have taken the jizz and the pep out of this game. They are comfortably ahead, and Knockraha find it very difficult to get back into this match, especially with the likes of Brendan Murphy here doing very well. Getting it up towards Peter Kelleher. Here come Knockraha now. Nice bit of hooking by Dennis O'Leary there. Nice bit of hooking again by number 9 for Aghabullogue. That's Patrick Summers. Patrick Summers making a bit of room, gets room to swing his stick at it. That's high and it's long enough, but it's way off on the accuracy stakes. It goes to the left and wide. Michael Finn with the puck out. Low to the centre. Patrick Summers lets it go off his hand in towards the full forward line again. Well struck there by Michael Finn, playing very well at full-back for Knockraha. Back goes Dennis O'Leary. He has all the strokes. That's a fine stroke. In towards Margaret. Margaret running onto this one, and she get it across. Well beaten away from her there by Michael Finn. Leaving it here now to the forward, one of the other forwards, swinging it across in front of the goal. Up they go for it. There is number 4, Shane Cunningham for Knockraha. The ball is at the feet, poked out a little bit, poked out another bit. Dennis O'Leary on the run here, going past 2 men, hits it in towards the goal, but not the best stroke he has hit all day, and that one goes wide. Loose man letting it run, but well read there by Dennis Murphy. This is Pat's son again. Dennis O'Leary in front of the goal. Full back, Michael Finn does well. Hard to keep it away from Margaret Buckley. Margaret Buckley tumbles to the ground. Cross in front of the goal. That's a lovely score. That's a beautiful score from Peter Kelleher. To the far side, racing in is the other Finn, George Finn, beaten on this occasion by Aghabullogue man. Aghabullogue looking very sharp. On the run again here, nicely flicked away from Brendan Murphy, is it? There's Patrick Summers on the run. 13, John Paul Mulcahy trying to get that one out for Knockraha. Aghabullogue bearing down on goal again. This one swinging across in front of the goal. In goes, well done goalkeeper. Kept his eye on it all the way as the corner forward came into Harrison. Surely a free out there. Margaret Buckley fouling. And Michael Finn, he's struck a lot of ball today for Knockraha to take this one. Up. To this side of the field, Knockraha man has it. Trying to get it up is Gerard Dennehy, beaten by Dennis Murphy. Getting it on towards Peter Kelleher. Peter Kelleher moving up along the wing. Hit it just at the right time into the full forward line. This is Brendan Murphy trying to get in beyond two Knockraha defenders. Getting a bit of help now from Peter Kelleher, and Peter goes in, digs it out and crosses it over in front of the goal again. That's another fine stroke and another fine point. The pace of this game has slackened a bit, I think mainly due to the one-sided nature of the game. Aghabullogue looking very, very sharp. The last 2 points are great scores by Peter Kelleher. Good ball, giving Margaret a chance to loosen out there. Racing onto it is Patrick Summers. He'll lift and he'll carry. Yes, an over carry. So free out. Down there we see the Aghabullogue mentor and guru and coach. That's Mr. O'Leary, Pat O'Leary. He's happy enough there. He's getting ready to introduce a substitute. I think we'll see Dan Toomey coming in. This one coming in front of the goal, but Michael Finn driving it out again. Knockraha man wins the pull. Back goes Dennis Murphy into the hand again. Trying to get outside, but he did jink twice, over carried again, and it's a free in to Knockraha. Too many options open to the Aghabullogue boys at times, and they're prone to over carrying. This one is struck in low in front of the goal. John Murphy has it in his hand. Across the face of it, that's a dangerous one dropping in. Good defensive play, getting it out only as far as Gavin Cunningham. Gavin going low, going for goal, but outside the post and wide. Margaret Buckley was the player substituted for Aghabullogue. I think she may have hurt her hand. That's fine hurling again by Dennis. Dennis getting it down. Stopped there by David Ford, but in comes Patrick Summers. Trying to rise all the time. Be much better implied, I think, if they left that ball move along the ground. Patrick Summers again. Kicking it out the wing, getting it out as far as Finbar Foley into the full forward line. Racing onto this one is Finbar again, flicks it in to Aghabullogue men and Michael Finn. Michael Finn hurling his heart out for Knockraha there, but it's Snob and Igadasa now needed for the Knockraha boys at this stage. Underneath this one, keeping his eye well on that ball. That's fine hurling, and away come Aghabullogue once more in front of the goal, but it's tailing off from Dennis O'Leary and goes wide. There's Dan Toomey in for Margaret Buckley on the Aghabullogue side. This one being kicked forward by Gerard Dennehy in towards the full back, full forward line. George Finn getting it in further. The chance here for Knockraha. Goes in beyond the defence, moving towards the goal. Out comes the goalie, and eventually it's cleared by Martin O'Connell, whipping it away out near the sideline on this side of the field. First man to it is Peter Kelleher. Peter Kelleher takes it out over the sideline, and it will be a sideline puck to Knockraha. Knockraha would need a goal or two or three at this stage to brighten this up. Sideline cut down under us, well cut in front of the Aghabullogue men, getting it out, no problem there. Runs on, Patrick Summers hockeying it up along the field. Back goes one of the defenders, it was 6, David Ford in front of the goal again. This is John Murphy trying to bear down on it, gets a stroke in. I know that was a good shot from John Murphy, whizzing outside the post. Knockraha needed that. They're not having much luck. Martin O'Connell switching his hurleys, going back to his pucking out hurley. Centre of the field, well caught Dennis O'Leary, and a great ball in front of the full forward line. back there is Michael Finn. What a game he's having for Knockraha. Out to the side of the field. Hard pull, and there's a man holding his hand, but wait a while. This is David Ford, trying to get a bit of room. Eventually does, drive it up the field. Well caught over his head there by Patrick Summers, but he's half blocked down, and away come Knockraha again. Good ball in front of the full forward line. Pulled on again, in towards the goal. And out it comes only as far as Dennis. Dennis Murphy has time to steady and drive it down the field. Another good stroke from Dennis O'Leary, and that's finally getting the range and the accuracy from halfway out in the middle of the field, slapping it straight over the bar. This is Dennis again, showing lovely skill, but it's on his stake. He's going to have another pot at it. Well, I said he had found the range and the accuracy, that one tailing off and going wide. I'm sure he won't mind. Michael Finn hooking it out. Peter Kelleher running onto it. Still moving towards goal. This is 8. Nice ball in front of the goalkeeper. 8 was Brendan Murphy. Kieran does well. Sidestepping, setting a dummy, putting it out towards the sideline on the far side of the field. Finbar Foley running onto it, across in front of the goal. Danger here for Aghabullogue. Chance of a goal. Goal number 5 in front of the goal. Michael Finn did well. Brought to ground and hand passes it out. That's Dan Toomey. Eventually taken off him and put out over the end line, and it's a 65 for Aghabullogue. Dennis O'Leary, I no doubt, will take this one. And he hits, is there a tail on it? No, there isn't. It's straight over the bar. 3-7 to 1 goal. Out again to the centre of the field. Aghabullogue men reading every option correctly now at this stage of the game. Knockraha finding it frustratingly difficult to get back into it. That's well hurled. Patrick driving in front of the goal again. Up they go. Dan Toomey's inside there. Michael Finn breaks it down. Peter Kelleher with a slap shot, and it's very near the goal. It's in. Game becoming slightly processional in character now at this stage, as referee Gerard Harrington quickly steps in there. He'll award a flash ball before that one got any bit scrappier. Standing there is David Ford and Dennis O'Leary. Ford wins it, but there's 3 Aghabullogue men to the rescue, banging it off each other now at this stage. There was Owen O'Connell. Knockraha on the offensive once more. This is John Murphy. He'll try and carry the ball in. Nice little shimmy. He's going low, but this one rises and goes over the bar. Good score for Knockraha by John Murphy, their most dangerous forward. 4-7 to 1-1. Comprehensive enough. Well caught out in the centre of the field. And another volley bearing down on the Knockraha goal. A volley that fullback Michael Finn was equal to, getting it out towards Shane Cunningham, his cornerback. Shane hurling it along the ground. And now Aghabullogue man here is Patrick Summers. Rises it at the second attempt. Patrick will carry. He's running in to the centre of the field. Lobs it out nicely to Dennis O'Leary. Playing Molly-Bawn with him at this stage now. Well hooked. Has a second chance in towards the goal. Diving Dan Toomey. Or it wasn't, was diving Peter Kelleher. A little nick would have done, but it just missed his hurley by the barest of fractions. 7 is Gavin. 8 is John. 5 is Dennis, and Dennis wins that. Tried it down once more. Dan has the ball, trying to put it across in front of the goal. Michael Finn, and still there. Chance in 2 Aghabullogue men near the goal. Goalkeeper does well and forces Finbar Foley to put that ball wide.
What are you trying? Oh yeah.
Puck out taken very near the final whistle now at this stage. And Knockraha, number 7, was Gavin Cunningham, had the last puck of the ball, and that ball means that we have come to the end of this final. A comprehensive victory for the boys from Mid-Cork. Aghabullogue 4 goals and 7 points. Knockraha 1 goal and 1. So, the cup will be going to Musgrave, Eline and up.